It's a special holiday artwork, Winona-December. We're here in the beautiful Masonic Theater that is on the way to becoming rather spiffy. And we're going to talk with a team that is doing the drops restoration, and that's Kimberly Lawler and John Durfee. We have folks from the Best Christmas Pageant Ever, a special production that's happening here in town. And we have folks from the Minnesota Marine Art Museum and a special sneak peek at the Winona Holiday Market. And finally, our first segment with a wonderful artist, Timmy Turner, who has a puppet, Henry B. Heron, who is doing a special sort of arts interview segment of his own. So this is a jam-packed segment and a jam-packed episode. We hope to see you right after a word.
Cloudberries! Native oyster mushrooms. Chia sage. Your time starts now.
The adventure continues. All new Chopped, Tuesday night at 9. Stream live and catch up on the Food Network app.
And we're here with Kimberly Lawler and John Durfee. They're the drops restoration team. Kimberly is in charge and John is assisting, but we love that John's aboard because he's a Winonan and an art restorer who has known the drops for quite some time. And Kimberly came to us by way of the Masonic Center up in, where is it?
Up in Bloomington, at the Heritage Center in
Bloomington. And you restored a set of drops up there,
about
correct?
71 of them, to be exact.
So good, you had 71 tries to practice till you get to ours, all right?
That's right.
So tell us a little something about the process that's going to begin here.
So right now we're laying out the deck on which these backdrops have to be placed, because they're going to be, they have to be done flat, because they have to be pinned down to re-square them, because they're out of shape. You can well imagine over the years they've been scalloping and hanging all crooked and everything. So we got to make sure that
stretch
them,
clean.
We're going to clean them. We're going to repair them. We clean them front and back. We repair any rips or anything like that. We take a lot of the 100 years of soot and dust off them. Some of the paint's dusting too. It's just the nature of the beast. So we get down to a certain layer where, okay, we're taking off more color than soot right now. So, and then after that, we're gonna sort of, I like to call it reinvigorating the animal glue and that is underneath it. And the reason it's animal glue is because all of these drops were painted with pigment and animal glue. So it is that we're
early
just
1900s, correct?
I
right?
believe so, yeah, for these period of time around then.
So we're going to actually come back and visit you in a few weeks when one of the drops is down on the deck and watch you and then hear a little bit about that process. But John, we found Kimberly, I think, thanks to you. Is that correct? Did you go up to the process?
I found her name online and I called her up and she was so gracious to say, come on up and see what I'm up to. And she invited me up, and she's like the best educator of drop restoration that you could imagine having. She's a natural teacher, and methodology and technique and reasons why this is done this way.
And I know you've done quite a lot of historic restoration yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have a studio here in town, and you've done some major projects at the library and different places, correct?
Library, Winona State University, the City of Winona. It's been a good project there. Merchants National Bank, and so on.
Great.
Private collectors.
And Kimberly, some of the places you've worked?
Oh boy, we're over the years. I was going to say I'm a scenic background, so I've worked anywhere from prints to museums to theater, film, commercial display,
and your
Target.
And your work is at the Masonic Center in
Bloomington at the Heritage Center.
And especially the work on the walls that you did that was so beautiful in the museum.
That's right. I did murals in the wall there in the museum.
So not only are you a restorer, but you're a fine artist yourself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. Well, and what was great about working with John is when he came up and kind of did like this massive dump. Here's what you do, and it's just like, and we talked about the differences in the work that he does, and some of the, and essentially we're doing very much the same work, only it's a lot bigger, as you can well imagine. So
Great. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing you roll out a drop and begin that process. We know you're not quite ready for that yet, so we won't rush, but you're laying down a deck to make sure that the floor is protected. Then you're laying down paper across that, and so there's 2 to 3 layers before we're actually touching the floor. And then the drops get there sort of, it's like a drop wash, like a car wash. It goes through and it gets 4 or 5 different processes before it goes up to the...
over and over and over again. Yeah,
And we're
just
doing it
cleaning
in this
it.
space because as soon as one is ready, it will be hung on the brand new rigging, correct?
Absolutely. It's going to go right from here. We're not going to roll them up again because every time you crinkle these, every time you roll them up, you're damaging the surface of the paint. So it's just that they were never meant to do anything but hang in a theater. They weren't touring drops or anything. So yeah,
So
they weren't.
we'll hang them lovingly. We will not take them on tour. But we will have to go break for a commercial. And when we come back, we'll have a new segment for you, not here in the Masonic.
Be sure to check out US Golf TV, where you are going to see golf products that you have never seen before. You're also going to see golf tips from some of the leading instructors around the country that are truly changing the way people are teaching the game and challenging the status quo. Also, you're going to see fitness tips that are revolutionizing the way PGA Tour pros are training their body and swinging the golf club. If you want something different, if you're looking for some new information, US Golf TV has it. Be sure to check your local listings. US Golf TV, we've got you covered.
And we're back with Dave Casey and Heather Casper from the Minnesota Marine Art Museum. They have things going on all the time, but specifically you have something right at the start of December. What's going on?
Well, we have throughout the whole month of December, give the gift of art. So we're thinking about all the ways that we can give our family and friends experiences instead of stuff.
Yeah, starting off the month, the first weekend in December, we have the Gift Shop Hop, which is organized by Visit Winona. It has the gift shops for the Minnesota Marine Art Museum, the Winona County Historical Society, Watkins Museum and Store, Polo Center, Winona Visitor Center. There's special deals and holiday treats and things
And
like
each
that.
of those
Cookies,
places,
cookies.
right. Each of those places have very unique gifts that you're not going to find in a lot of
Absolutely.
other places.
Yeah, a lot of unique gifts, local artists at the Minnesota Marine Art Museum. We have
We have awesome jewelry at the
jewelry.
museum.
Oh,
I'm
great.
a personal plug, yeah.
I've bought a few holiday gifts there. We also have what we call the Give the Gift of Art, a couple opportunities to give people experiences rather than things. During the month of December, if you give a museum membership as a gift, it's $10 off, and we have different levels,
Wow,
individual
that's a
levels,
great deal.
household, student memberships. So if you want to give someone an experience, that's another way to go. We also have the Give the Gift of Art package, which is 2 admissions passes to the museum, a $20 gift certificate, and a museum magnet, all for I think like $38. So you can give that something to take home with the magnet, and then also
That's great.
experience it.
And like you said, it's a gift that keeps giving all year long.
Yep, the
You've
membership's good
experienced-
for a year, so if you get that for a Christmas gift, you have it all the way until the next New Year.
Or you could just donate. Right?
Or you can
End of
donate.
year giving.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing more essential than what you guys are doing for our community. And speaking of that, you just got a grant renewed. Tell us about that.
We just recently learned that we were awarded a Minnesota State Arts Access Grant, and we will be resuming a popular program that we did last year called Second Saturdays. The second Saturday of every month, starting in February. I believe February 9th is the second Saturday. And we have dollar admission, guided tours, art making activities, live music in the galleries.
And they're themed. They're
Each
always
one has a
usually
theme.
around, right.
It's so fun. We saw 4,000 people last year come to these events.
So great.
It's just a really welcoming, fun day.
And it's such an honor to be given that grant, too. It just shows how important this museum is to the community.
Yeah, it's a very competitive grant,
Yep.
and I think the State Arts Board is
Yep, they
excited.
liked it.
Yeah, and they were excited about the results of last year, the number of visitors had. we had in the program we were able to put
And
together.
just a shout out that we have a Minnesota State Arts Board and that Minnesota is so fabulous
Yes.
Yes.
and really does believe in the arts and creativity, which we love.
Yeah,
Now,
more-
anything
We love
about the shows that are there for in December? Is there anything?
Sure, we
important?
have 2 great exhibitions that end in early January, so December's a
Mm-hmm.
good time to come out. Annie Haney, her exhibit called Waterline. She's a young Twin Cities artist that uses water and sediment from the lakes and rivers of
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota to create beautiful abstract work. And then kind of on the other side of the spectrum is very beautiful, clear images of Craig Blacklock, who's a photographer from northern Minnesota that did a project highlighting the St. Croix and the Namakagon rivers.
So you go from ultra realistic, beautiful shots to
Right.
this really nice expressionistic
Yeah, so
look.
it's a wide range just in those 2 exhibits.
And in between are the masters,
And in
right?
between we
the
have Van
permanent
Gogh and
curtains.
That's
Picasso,
true.
Monet.
The This
So
is New
great.
York exhibition is up with some fantastic images of New York City throughout the years.
Well,
That's been
I know
popular.
that a lot of people in Winona will have a lot of people visiting, so it's
Yep.
also a great time to bring the family members that may not have seen the collection or that may have seen the collection early on
Yes.
and not seen some of the incredible
Sure.
new paintings that have been added.
We are a great family holiday stop. We've got bingo cards for kids so they can take their time looking through the galleries. We have prizes. We've got audio tours available, tons of resources, welcoming volunteers.
And as you said, if they might have been there in the past, they might have seen some of our masters. Our temporary exhibits change every couple months.
Right.
So we always equate it to a movie
something
theater.
new.
You don't go to a movie theater once a month and see the same movie.
Right.
You can really come back to the Minnesota Marine Art Museum month to month to see something.
And
new.
even if you just want to stop by and see your favorite painting.
Yes.
You should.
That's why membership's great. We have a lot of local people that'll stop by for 15 minutes during
should.
lunch. Go check out.
Well, thanks for
what they
stopping
wanna
by,
see.
guys.
Thanks for
and
having
we'll see you
us.
again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah,
sure we
happy
All right,
holidays.
and we'll be back in just
Hey, partner.
Missed an episode of Lethal Weapon?
I take this partnership thing very seriously.
You can watch it anytime.
Big day for us, buddy. Hey, Cole, you're on fire. No, man, we both crushed it. No, you are literally on fire. Your arm. I'm on. Jump! Maybe we should have different styles. Yours is working out really well for you.
Lethal Weapon, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
I knew I should have retired.
Or watch it anytime on demand or Fox Now.
This Christmas, it's a wonderful lifetime. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Magic! New holiday movies all season long. Yay! Featuring more stars than you can imagine. Wow. And a reunion so big, you won't believe it. The only place to watch your favorite holiday movies is Lifetime. Yes! It's a wonderful lifetime.
And we're back with 2 of my favorite Winonans, Nancy Bachler and Kelly Welty, and they have a great, cool little Christmas project, a play called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Now tell me something about whose idea was this?
Well, it started out with me about 30 years ago when I received it as a book and for a Christmas present. I thought, that's kind of a corny title, and I didn't even read it for 2 years. But then when I read it, I thought, this is really funny. It just needs a little music. So I started writing songs and kind of kept adding over the years. And then Kelly and I ran into each other. When was the first time that we worked together?
2000, 2001, something like that.
Yeah, which
So
is
this
probably
has been the best Christmas pageant, many Christmases in a row, right?
Yeah. Well, we usually skipped a couple years, but now it's been 13 years since it's
Oh,
been produced.
that's so cool. So it's a play, is it? And it has music, right?
Yep.
And I'm assuming it's family friendly, really
yes.
silly, and a lot of
Absolutely.
goofy
and
adventures or
poignant
things.
and yep.
Sort of like the
Yeah.
Christmas Story, or the movie, or
Yeah, well,
sort of bumbling kind of Christmas pageant. What happens?
Well, there's 6 Herdman kids,
Uh-huh.
and they are the really horrible kids in town. And
they're hoodlums.
yes, they're hoodlums.
They're common
And
criminals.
They infiltrate Sunday school and take all the roles in the Christmas
They
pageant.
heard there are
so
free
it's a
donuts.
hijacked
Yeah.
Christmas pageant. Oh, okay.
I'm going to be Joseph.
Okay.
And Imogene, you're going to be Mary.
Okay.
That's how it
Oh,
works.
cool. So
And
now
everybody
you're
else is-
rehearsing, I'm assuming?
Yes,
And
yes.
when do you open?
December 6th? Yes, December 6th.
That's a Thursday.
Thursday.
And it runs for how many
7 p.m.
performances?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m.
Uh-huh.
and then Sunday at 2 p.m.
Okay, so it's that one long
One-
weekend.
yep.
So you only have one shot to make sure you get
one
there.
weekend shot, yeah.
Now it's in a really cool venue, right? That a lot of people don't know about. They may have known it as the former Rocksteady, but
Rock Solid.
Rock Solid. Sorry,
That's good.
sorry.
I like that.
But it's above the Oaks. So tell us about that.
The Rock Solid was open in 2002 until 2009. And we actually did the play there.
We've done it
a couple of
there,
times there. And so it's kind of fun going back home almost. So when Jared and I acquired the building, that's why. Because we wanted to make a theater upstairs.
So the Oaks, the wonderful wine bar, is downstairs, but above is this wonderful sort of open performance space that you've turned into a theater for this production.
Well, we're trying to turn it into a theater.
You're getting there.
It had already been turned into a theater when we started, 2 times ago. Before that, I think we were at the, St. Cecilia, and we were at the high school once. But this really works well.
So where are tickets available? How do people find out about it?
They're available at La Boutique, Hearts Music, Midtown Foods, and the Oaks.
Oh, wonderful. You have so many great sponsors, too. What's the running time of the play? How long will it be? Probably about an hour and a half?
About 4 hours right now.
Oh, no. Click. There went all the channels.
No, isn't about an hour and a half without
it's
intermission?
about 90 minutes.
Without
right?
intermission, it's about an hour and a half.
Good. Well, I can't think of a sillier, more fun way. Are you in it?
I'm playing the piano.
Okay, and are you in it?
I'm directing.
You're directing,
Yeah,
okay. Any special guest artists that we should know about? Anybody that will just bring them in?
Actually, Steve Bachler is
Bachler,
Reverend Hopkins.
He actually paid me $5 to make sure that I brought that up. Okay. Anyway, it's so great to see you. We hope nothing but success for the production.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you at some point with other productions as they come around.
Thank you. That's great.
And we'll be back in just a minute.
The area's fastest internet just got faster. 200, 300, and gigabit internet is now available from HBC. With 1 gigabit, 1,000 megabit speed, there's nothing you can't do. Browse better, stream more, power every device, all at the same time. This is broadband designed to fit your home Wi-Fi needs. It's brand new speeds and it's the fastest connection in town. Get internet from HBC, your local provider of the speed you need. Call 888-474-9995 to get started today.
Let's get to work, girls. This revolution's not gonna start itself.
If you missed any part of this season of The Gifted,
The Inner Circle is up to something.
episodes are now available anytime.
Whatever they're doing, they're gonna have to deal with us.
Glad to hear it. We will fight for the mutant homeland. If anyone can get through to him, it's me.
We're probably gonna have to kill him.
The Gifted, all new Tuesdays on Fox, or watch anytime on demand or Fox Now.
Oh, am I excited to talk about this. This is Emily Kurash and Allison Bettine, and they're my partners in crime for this incredible new event, which was labeled by you, I believe? I think you came up with the name?
I think there were many names thrown out, and this is what stuck.
Yeah, I think that we kind of went through a bunch of iterations, and then we kind of just settled on this, so which describes it well.
And it is?
The Winona Holiday Market.
First annual, we
I
hope.
know,
Okay.
yes.
I think we just say it's the first annual, and then it happens.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
we'll
how
believe,
it works, right?
We'll believe. So what is it?
So it is kind of based on the European Christmas markets that you see in Europe, open, outdoor, people bundling up and enjoying winter. And it will...
With amazing craftspeople?
Food, as well as a little bit of caroling and hopefully some fun outdoor activities as, dependent upon the weather.
But let's describe that fun outdoor
Well, that's
activity.
the thing that I always love about Christmas markets is you walk in and there's just glowing lights everywhere and rosy cheeks and steaming beverages and people
Cocoa.
and lights and everything twinkling, and we're really excited. Main Street is working on decorating Levy Park, lighting up all the trees, putting up some Christmas trees, and we have plans that will grow year after year, more and more lights, but this is just the beginning.
And because Park and Rec is part of it, we're going to have a Levy Park ice skating rink, weather permitting. So
Yeah, as long
you'll
as
also
I think
be able
it'll
to
freeze.
ice skate.
Yes.
I think it'll be okay.
I think it'll freeze.
But if it doesn't quite make it by the 15th and 16th, then we will have it all through the winter months. But we're hoping to have a grand kickoff for, and it's BYOS, so it's bring your own skates, although there is talk that we might be having a few skates brought down for people so they won't be
Nice.
crying
Yes.
because they don't have skates.
That's nice.
So, but let's talk a little bit about how are the artisans being chosen? What kind of food can we expect?
Well, we have been curating handmade artisans. We have some local ones, and especially local favorite handmade artisans that will be there, but also a few from around Minnesota, some new faces, some unique items, which I think will add to the festivities. We'll have some traditional, like stollen, a German, holiday bread. It's a little like fruitcake, but a little bit different. And we'll have, we're looking at trying to get the Sons of Norway to do lefse, as well as having hot mulled wine and some nice hot beverages. But I think what'll be really nice is, I know Winona has some awesome artisan markets that are coming up in the following weeks, is also seeing some new ones from outside of the area coming to Winona, as well as the favorites. So if you didn't get to see them at one of the other markets that are happening, you'll get to see them at this one. And I think it'll just be a fun time, little stocking stuffers.
Plus, some of the food is going to be new to the region too.
Yes.
We're finally going to have a Popik from La Crosse there,
Yeah,
and
and
some other
so-
food vendors.
Yeah, it'll be great.
And I think it's really important too that we're having these vendors, and we just had Small Business Saturday recently, which reminds people to get out downtown and shop. But the holiday market's happening, but we want you to stop in at the businesses and warm up.
Yes.
Go stop in at Blooming Grounds, maybe hear some tunes. They have live music a lot. Maybe people will feel compelled to spontaneously carol throughout downtown. But we love the levee activity really just kind of seeping out into all of the downtown area.
And so the dates are the 15th and 16th from
December.
12 to 8 on the Saturday and 12 to 6 on the Sunday, correct?
Yep, and we do have some confirmed right now. Caroling on Saturday in the afternoon will be organized kind of adult group, and then on Sunday, I'm so excited for this. We have a group that'll be organized and kind of part of the Minnesota Conservatory for the Arts, and that'll be for the children to come out on Sunday afternoon and have some fun singing carols together. So I think Sunday will be a great day for families.
And people that show up can sing along, right?
Yep, and we'll have Santa there with Mobile Memories by Katie, who will have a booth, and she'll be doing pictures, and you can talk to Santa and maybe get some of those last minute requests in.
I think this could be the holiday event of the season.
I think it'll be a great culmination of the year and everything we've been doing, and hopefully the weather will hold out. Otherwise, if it's 80, we'll have Christmas in Hawaii.
Well, thank you so much, Allison and Emily, for all you do. Tiny Spoons, your wonderful company, and then the Winona Main Street. So we'll see you at the Winona Holiday Market, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Do you want to make watching your favorite sport even better? All you have to do is click with the new Fox Sports app. Now you can stream every game from anywhere you are. It's your personal nerve center for up-to-the-minute scores and stats. Get real-time updates on your favorite teams, plus the latest from MLB, college football, and the NFL. All at your fingertips. The new Fox Sports app, now with live streaming. Download it from the App Store today.
And we're back with a special guest star. Henry B. Heron is making his Artwork Winona debut, and I couldn't be more excited. Henry, thank you for stopping by, flying in, whatever makes the most sense.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for having me, Lee.
And I've seen your work. You're beginning to be a YouTube star, and I'm so excited to have you. You're an integral part of the Winona art scene now in just a short amount of time. But tell the folks how you dropped into Winona, how you came to fall in love with this place.
Oh, well, wow. That's high praise coming from you, Lee, so thank you. And I guess I flew in one season just to scope out a place to stay for the summer, and and I just started to fall in love with the people I was meeting and the art I was seeing all over town, so I just stuck around.
Great, great. So you didn't come here with a Heron relationship or anything, right?
Nah, no Heron relationship.
Okay.
Just an open mind and a curious eyes, I guess, because there's so much to see here, so much beauty, but also just so many cool things happening.
Well, you know, I know you normally ask the questions, and you're such a, you know, a first-rate interviewer, but I'm going to have to ask you a few things, so I hope you don't
Fine by
mind.
me. Go right ahead.
So
Lee.
what makes you so excited about art?
That's a really good question. I guess I've never thought about that before.
Could it be that you're just a beautiful object yourself, blue and, you know, amazingly coiffed, and, you know, you carry yourself well?
No, don't stop. Keep going. Yeah, I think that's it, actually. I don't know.
I also have noticed your inquisitive nature. You've interviewed a painter, you've interviewed quite a lot of different types of artists. So you don't seem to be limited to sort of one art form.
True. Yeah, I guess it probably all boils down to my inquisitive nature, Lee. Yeah.
If you had to say there was one thing that art has done that's changed your life, what might that be?
I haven't thought about any of these questions before, Lee. Can I think about that for a couple seconds before
Sure,
I
and
answer?
I'll come back.
Okay.
I just liked watching you think. It was really kind of amazing. So normally when you ask questions, how do you know the people that you're talking with pretty well, or do you do some research? What's your interviewing technique?
Well, I guess these first 5 episodes that I'm doing are kind of a trial run, and so I wanted to do people that I already know a little bit, people that I'm a little bit comfortable with. So these first 5 people that I'm interviewing are people that I've met before, either just flying around town or going to some of their concerts or seeing some of their art shows. So the questions are usually just, I don't know, me wanting to get to know them a little bit better, but also wanting to showcase what they have for people in Winona, but then also, me getting to know them and seeing some of their work a little
And
bit.
just being a fan, I would think, right?
Yeah, being
You
a
know?
fan too.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I wanted you on the show, is I just became a fan immediately. So, you know.
Well, thank you.
And I know that you were supported by a generous grant. Should we mention that
Yes,
too?
yes, I definitely do think we should mention that. I got a grant from the Southeast Minnesota Arts Council, an emerging artist grant, because I'm just sort of getting started out on this project. But yeah, so it was very generous, and now I'm able to really get going on this project that I've had in mind for a couple years now.
That's so great. Well, as you know, and we in Artwork Winona at some point would love to have you back. And if you have time, I know you've got those segments that you do on your own that are more in depth and go on for at least 10 to 15 minutes or so. But we'd love to have you do a segment, a little guest segment, as often as you would like. So we'll have a Henry B. Heron section on Artwork Winona whenever you want to join us.
Really?
Yes.
Me? On Artwork Winona?
We would love to have that.
Oh, I'd love that. That would be so fun.
So see, you are an emerging artist that just now became that much more of a mid-career artist. Wow. Just like that.
So you're saying I've just emerged.
You've more than emerged. You've debuted,
I
my
debuted.
friend.
Well, thanks for helping me debut, Lee.
And to a hopefully larger audience. But your videos can be found at the YouTube channel, right?
Yes, yes. They can be found on YouTube if you search Winona I Love You, which is the name of the show. And it's also on Facebook, too.
Yeah, I love your Facebook page, too.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for flying in, stopping in. I know it's a busy holiday season. Who is your next interview that you're going to be having?
Well, my next interview I'm going to publish is about Mike Munson. He's a local musician here.
Oh, we love Mike Munson. He does the theme song to this show. So it's a very circular thing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
All right.
Yeah, I love Mike Munson too.
Yep, he's a great guy and an incredibly talented musician.
I agree.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you. And may I shake your beak?
Yes, of course.
Great to see you.
This is my wing, not my beak.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't shake your beak. No.
Thank you very much.
Okay.